What's going on, people? Victor here with VGHC, and I decided I'm going to do something a little different for this video. It's going to be an update video of sorts, because I haven't done that in quite some time. But instead of seeing my face the whole video and me talking at you guys, I figure I'd share some gameplay. And some of you may be a bit surprised of my choice of gameplay that I'm deciding to show here. And because it's Destiny, and I don't think I've shared a single Destiny video to this channel. I think I did like a PS4 share and put it in the Facebook group for people to see because I was proud of this match. So if you've seen this already, it's the same video except with me talking. So if you're not interested in that, just feel free to stay away. Otherwise, you're free to watch, obviously, but we won't talk so much about that. This is Forever Old. It happened to be a good match. That's why I'm using it. But anyway, it's less about the gameplay and more about what I'm actually going to say here. And I'm going to make this as brief as possible as I have responsibilities to attend to here. And speaking of that, that kind of segues into part of what I want to talk about. As any gamer, we all have lives outside of gaming. And when that comes into play, you can't spend as much time gaming as you want to. And you really start questioning a lot of things. Now, I know with me lately, the questioning of a lot of things is a combination of two things. One, we're not getting any younger. We're trying to be more responsible and do this, get the most value out of our games, which leads into another topic. But, you know, get more value out of this and that. But also figure out where your time is best spent. Over the course of making VGHC a thing, the only thing that has really had continuous growing progress since doing it is the Facebook group, which is where it started, so it's kind of cool. But it's kind of interesting. The stuff that's on here in particular, we're going to focus on YouTube right now, because that's literally where you guys will be watching this. YouTube in particular, I do share these videos in the group. I do plug the channel videos from time to time, which they're kind of just, you know, me, Let's Plays, whatever. Sometimes I throw in friends, and they happen to be people from VGHC as well, so it kind of works out. But it's interesting because I'm getting more members, but I'm getting less views. And keep in mind, I never created this channel with the intention of doing that, because I'm pretty sure the amount of money I've made on YouTube so far is the equivalent to like 16 cents. But it kind of sucks. Like, I mean, the channel was never really created with that intention, but it kind of makes you wonder, like, why do it? It feels more forced, and you should never do anything like that. The second you start doing anything like that, you have to start questioning yourself. And it's not just with this. It's with other outlets that I do as well. Even outside of VGHC, that also involves me in gaming. Which also leads into, I guess, why I'm more critical on games, and therefore also more critical of how I spend my time. When you spend your time doing things and then wonder if it's either appreciated or even put out there and not flat out lost, where, and I had this conversation with one of my better friends here in South Florida recently. You really just kind of, what's the point? And it sucks to look at it like that, but VGHC has been a thing, whether it be on the Facebook group itself, which is still very strong, whether it be the website, whether it be the Twitch streams, whether it be stuff on here, whether it be, you know, account interactions on Google+, Facebook / Twitter, which pretty much none of them are active anymore. It just, you look back and it's like, what's next? And if you can't really come up with what's next, why sit there and try to force something out of it? But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because it's kind of obvious. I haven't released stuff on here nearly as often as I used to. The site, while I'm very proud of it, and it has a lot of different voices, and because of that reason, I'll never get rid of it. And I'm forever grateful to all of you who have contributed in any way, not just on the site, to VGHC in general. And, even the lurkers who still sit there to this day, you might not say a single thing, but you're seeing everything we put out there. Kudos to all of you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for making something that I thought would literally never go anywhere a thing. And this goes to also any and all admin staff that has made that a more enjoyable experience, whether it be past or present. You all know who you are, so there's that. But let's go more into the actual value of games, which is kind of a bigger topic, and it's also kind of why I'm using this video. For argument's sake, we're going to call it, to combine both people involved, we're going to call it Bungie Vision. Okay? So Bungie Vision flat out put out a beta for us to test for an entire year. Let's just say it bluntly for what it is. We beta tested Destiny for a year. And I say we loosely because I had caught on to what the nonsense that was going to happen real early. I got myself to light level 29, couldn't get to 30, ended up with a bunch of dumb raid people, and I quit the game. But I still kind of sort of followed it and laughed at every little thing that was put out. Point is, now pretty much everything I hated about the game is fixed. And now I also have not only a bunch of friends playing it, but also other interests that might make me get this game. And I say might. I'm kind of just waiting on a good offer right now. I probably will end up with this game again. So yes, I just put that out there. I will have Destiny again at some point. It is just a matter of time. Because when looking at value, it sure as hell wasn't worth it before. And I didn't pay retail. If I would have paid retail, I would have been more pissed off. But the fact is, I didn't pay retail. Not at all. Not one bit. If I had paid retail price for what we ended up getting, and I'm going to have to put another clip in because I'm rambling for way too long apparently. Let's share another Destiny gameplay thing. I don't even know what this match is, but it's going to be here. But anyway, I didn't spend a lot of time. I just didn't. I caught on real quick to what was going on. And basically decided, I don't want anything to do with this, ever. And the only things that are stopping me from getting this are basically the sour taste in my mouth that I had from a year ago. But it's time to get the fuck over it. I mean, I have a lot of people I know and actually trust their opinions that are close to me that have said good things. Pretty much every credible reviewer out there, or at least in my opinion, has come out and said, this is the game we should have had. And based on what I'm hearing, yeah, this is the game we should have had from the very beginning. So it's good they finally got their shit together. And it sucks for year one people who basically, we kind of bent over and we got plowed for a while, for an entire year. But, it is what it is. If you bought into it, great. I'm not going to sit here and, point fingers and laugh. You guys know what happened. And if you're still playing, you're obviously gladly supporting it. So, good on you. If that's, it's up to you to decide how you want to spend your money. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you one way or the other. But this is becoming more of a purchase that's worth it. That said, I'm still trying to not spend $60 on it. I rarely spend $60 on a game. The most recent game that I gladly would have spent $60 on, but I literally didn't have the opportunity to. I had to trade in games towards it, or else I couldn't afford it, because it needed to be the whopping price of free in order to be able to afford the game at the time, which was Bloodborne. Which, with Dylan in VGHC, I've recently enjoyed a good portion of my New Game Plus gameplay that I kind of just left. I made it to Logarius, and then just kind of stopped playing for a while, but then I decided, I wanted to platinum this game, which is also something I haven't done for a while for the reasons I mentioned before, responsibility and all that. I just don't have the time to do that shit anymore. I got my friend Dan, who's been in this channel from the very beginning, he's far surpassed me in fucking platinums. And kudos to you, man. Like, you got so many fucking platinums now. I just now hit double digits. So, and he just keeps climbing and posting, platinums as he gets them. So, good on you. Good shit. It's always interesting to see the next game that you platinum. So, keep doing your thing, man. But, Rare Replay is a pretty good value. These Xbox bundles that continue to come out, that's a pretty good value. I think about these things now. What it all comes down to in the end is I just don't see gaming for what it was. I just don't. I don't. It sucks to come to realize that, but I just don't. And I don't know if it's just that there's so many games that come out that quite frankly aren't worth the full price tag, or the negativity that goes with the gaming scene, which I suppose is a different topic in itself, and I should say for a different video. Otherwise, this is going to be like 20 minutes long. And I left Facebook open like an idiot, but I'm kind of winging this, so it's okay. But the point is that with value kept in mind, with something missing being playing with friends again, combination of a lot of things, this purchase for Destiny is going to happen again. And my gaming might stay there for a while, honestly. You play all the different things, and lately it's been like, okay, what can I review for the month for, a site I write for? Which, those that are close enough to me know exactly what I'm talking about. I put out gaming reviews of sorts, like recommending a game each month. And I played through that game, or at least enough to know what I'm talking about, and it's kind of, okay, so I played you, now I'm going to fall back on something that I like. And if I find myself doing that more and more often, I don't feel as attached to buying insert whatever game here at retail price right when it comes out. I can't recall the last game I pre-ordered. And that's kind of a good thing with pre-order exclusives and the pre-order culture in general just becoming ridiculous, to say the least. Again, maybe another topic for another time. But a few things are happening outside of this purchase. This channel is going to be either dead or next to it. And it's kind of been already, but it's a time bomb at this point. I'm at like 380 something video wise. I'm trying to brainstorm some of these videos I just haven't written down. Wow, I really sucked this match, looking at this match actually.
Nice work.
So I had to follow up the good gameplay with a crappy gameplay. How's this like 15 minutes? I haven't talked for another 15 minutes, have I? I must have recorded 2 matches. Yeah, it's 2 matches, whatever. Anyway, I forgot what the hell I was saying. Like, that's what happened. I legit forgot what I was saying. Here I am checking out this guy's awesome gear. Of course, it's not awesome at all. Holy crap, that was long ago. I was level 22. Look at this. What am I even doing right now? Oh, this is forever ago. Like, holy shit. Look at this scrub gear. Look at this. Fucking garbage. But yeah, that's gonna die. It's been fun while it lasts, but it's gonna die. And I feel like I had something else to add to this, but I literally forgot what I was gonna say. I think as far as the gaming aspect goes, though, I kind of covered all bases as far as all of this is concerned. So before I ramble on too much further, that's kind of an update on everything that's been going on. Personally, I always thought this screen was always good for like a loading screen, which it's funny because it's exactly what it is. Your ship literally serves no other purpose. I don't know if they fixed that. I kind of doubt it. But if they fix everything else, that's really a minor thing, honestly. It's just the flashy loading screen. It's fine. It is what it is. But I've embraced GameFly. I think the only game I'm going to spend, and I won't even spend retail price on even that. And I probably would willingly for Rise of the Tomb Raider. The first one was great, and I expect the second one to be just as great, if not greater. But even that, I have Amazon credit towards because of something that, I did at my job, and they rewarded me nicely with $50 Amazon credit. So I'll be paying technically like $10 plus tax for the game, but not $60. I cannot remember the last time I've legit put $60 down on the game. Most of the games I bought outright have been bargain games, like Mega Man Legacy Collection, a game on Steam that's like on sale or something. Like I got Street Fighter 4 a while back on PC because it can run it into play with Cat. Stuff like that. And my gaming now is kind of a fall back on things that I legit enjoy or find something that's going to legitimately challenge me. But I'm also finding myself at times where I just want to relax with the game. And I think that's what this game is going to... That's the void this game is going to fill for me. Because I haven't really had a legit... And this is going to be a terrible way to put it. Time waster for a game to kind of just lose yourself in. And be kind of your fallback. And I might end up juggling this and Halo 5 multiplayer, depending on select friends of mine and how much they are into it. And then that makes me wonder how I'm going to have enough time in a game like this that has MMO elements to be able to do what I need to do. But, again, like I said on the loading screen, I really don't want to keep this going. I will sit here and talk for probably upwards to a half hour. Hoping this isn't quite 20 minutes long. I think I'm at the double digits at this point. We're just going to cut it off here because I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself. There are other things I mentioned that I could possibly do as another topic in the future, but kind of doubt it. So it's briefly mentioned here. That's kind of the update on everything. There will be more videos. I've brainstormed a few, but I never wrote them down, so I have to remember them again. I have rough ideas for 400, one in particular that I really just kind of don't want to do, but it would be the perfect way to end this. But, yeah, until all that happens, take care, everybody. Thank you all for your continued support. This aspect of it will probably die. Oh, actually, one more thing. I keep saying I'm going to go one more thing. I tried recently, and it was very fun, with Dylan. I was playing Bloodborne. And... not that I discovered it, because I always knew about it. You can stream on the Xbox One or PS4. I streamed on the PS4 the other day for the first time, like actually broadcasted it to the VGHC Twitch and whatnot. Everything worked. It just fucking worked. I didn't have to set up anything. I didn't have to worry about audio cutting out. It was just all set up perfectly, and it came out very well. And it not only captured my voice, but also captured Dylan's voice. It required a tiny bit of setup to make his voice on there also. But... it worked out. That might be a thing kind of on the side, because I still do stuff like this for fun at the end of the day, but I'm finding myself coming to things like this for the wrong reasons. It's no longer the fun that I intended it to be. And if it feels forced, you shouldn't do it. So I'll just basically release what I want when I want, and it'll still be Adventures with Friends. Essentially no different, but to me, mentally, not something that feels like a chore, is what it comes down to. And no real attachment to anything, which basically means I'll probably be dropping a lot of things in the near future. But anyway, for the third time now, possibly more than that, I'm just going to shut up. That is the update video. I hope you enjoyed my great/crap, which I think that only that one match was actually a good match. Everything else has been kind of me sucking. But until next time, people, take care of yourselves. There's more coming. Just know when 400 is there, that's pretty much it for here. For more on gaming and discussion and updates in general, feel free to join. Look up Video Gaming Hardcore, VGHC, on Facebook. We are a very active Facebook group, and if you don't like notifications annoying you, you probably should turn them off. But feel free to join, and that's all I have to say. Take care, everybody.